What's up, YouTube, man? Welcome back to another video, man. If you're new to the channel, my name is JR, and I did 10 years in the Georgia Department of Correction, man, and I share prison stories, man. I let y'all know what was going on while I was behind the walls, man. Hopefully, some of y'all would listen. I'm not trying to preach to none of y'all, man. I want to get that correct. I'm not trying to preach to y'all. I'm just trying to let y'all know what was going on while I was behind the walls and how violent it could get and how crazy it could get, man. So be careful when y'all take those penitentiary chances, man. These are some stuff that you need to think about that could happen whenever, if you get caught up. Not saying you're gonna get caught up, but if you get caught up, these are some of the things that could happen, man, if you end up in prison or any type of corrections or whatever. But anyways, man, this story today, man, it's about Dre, man, dude that I met. Actually, they had just moved me to another dorm, man. I met dude over there in the other dorm, and some crazy stuff happened with him, man, like a couple days after I moved in the dorm. So let's get into the story, man. So I'm in I building, man. I'm in one dorm. I think I was in C dorm. I'm in C dorm for like a couple months, my first couple months. And one morning, bro, I'm getting ready for inspection, get my stuff on, boom, straighten up. Bed was straight. The dorm pretty much good. People cleaning up, fine tuning everything before these folks come around for the inspection. When they come around for the inspection, bro, this is their time of the day. And one thing people will tell you, like real chain gang vets, they'll tell you, man, hey, give these folks their inspection time, bro. Once you give them their inspection time, bro, everything be pretty much smooth in chain gang, bro. You do what you want to do. As soon as these folks leave the building and everything, bro, people start putting tents up, you know what I'm saying? Dudes start firing up, doing all that type of stuff. But anyways, while I get ready for inspection, officer came in. She called my name. I'm like, what's up? She like, pack it up. I'm like, pack it up for what? Where I'm going? I ain't did nothing. She like, boy, just pack your stuff. I'm like, what you mean pack my stuff? Where I'm going? I ain't did nothing. I know I ain't did nothing. So she's like, you ain't going to the hole. You ain't going to the hole. They just finna switch you out with somebody over there in A-dorm. I'm like, switch me out? Why y'all just randomly pick me to switch me out? She was like, hey, you just the one with the on the lucky draw, man. They pick you. Anyways, some white dudes over there got into it, man, and they was just trying to separate them. I guess they wasn't trying to put none of them in a hole. They were just trying to separate them, bro. So anyways, they picked me, bro. They end up switching us out. Switching out, I get the A-dorm. I knew a lot of people over there. I had a Jamaican partner over there and everything too. So, everything was pretty much smooth. So once I went over there, bro, I'm kicking it with him. He pretty much telling me like, what's going in the dorm, who's who, what's what. He putting me on point or whatever. I know all these guys anyway. Some of these, especially like the Hispanics, I go out there, I play soccer with them, or these guys, I just see them around. So I know like the gang members, bro, because that's one thing I always peep, bro. When you see new faces at a camp or something like that, or coming to the dorm, bro, you automatically try to pick up what gang they in. And one way you can pick that up, bro, who they associate themselves with. You might see them throwing up the B's, throwing up the C's, throwing up the rakes, doing something, bro. And you be like, okay, that's what they associated with. So I pretty much knew all of the guys in the dorm who was affiliated with gangs. Not all of them, though, because some guys, they actually know how to move smooth and know how to keep things discreet. They don't be out there on the walk like some of these guys be out there on the walk just throwing up gang sign, banging, going crazy. So while I'm in there, he's telling me, man, like, this dorm smooth, bro. It's smooth. There's plenty of horns in here, stuff like that. So while I'm in the dorm, man, I'm in the dorm by a couple of days. I see this dude named Dre. He seemed like he was pretty cool, man. Older cat. You could tell he was real player, though. And you could tell, like, guys, bro, it's certain guys that really just stick out in chain gang where you be like, what the hell did he do to get in here? Yeah, he give you one of them type of vibes. And I think my partner was telling me, like, home was messing with, like, some type of fraud stuff on the street, but he supposedly had a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? The way that he be flexing in the dorm and stuff like that. So after being in the dorm with Dre, man, he had a line. He had a line and stuff like that. And my Jamaican partner, bro, one day he come to me. He's like, man, I try to go up on the phone, man. I try to go up on the phone. But everybody was pretty much still put up, bro. It was early in the morning because, he was trying to get some money because he trying to go get something to flip. You know what I'm saying? But Dre, man, Dre the type of dude, he be riding out. You know what I'm saying? Bro be riding out. I ain't gonna lie to you. He be taking chances when it comes to, as far as like putting up and stuff like that. Bro be riding all night, bro. Folks ride, but they'll put up like early in the morning, bro. And later on, by 2, 3 o'clock, they'll pull out and stuff like that. Home wasn't doing that. Home riding out the whole time. When they come for inspection or whatever, he'll just tuck his stuff, do his thing. So anyways, I'm like, yo, link Dre, no, you're a boy, that's I'm gonna link him, though. So bro, I done went to Dre asking Dre like, man, let me get out there real quick. So I guess Dre done went off on him, bro. I ain't even hear the whole conversation. He came back telling me, he's like, man, yo, man, style me in the dog, man, style me. So what do you mean like he style you? When bro say he styling me, like he, you know what I'm saying, threw him for a loop. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really want to mess with him or nothing like that. He saying, dude was saying like, bro, I don't be doing contracts. I don't be renting out my phone. I don't be giving out no calls. I just got my phone to talk to my family and do this and do that. So I was like, at the end of the day, I was telling bro, I was like, man, you know, it's his shit, bro. Don't be mad. He good, bro. Don't be, you know what I'm saying? That's his shit. So bro was like, yeah, bro, you right. I was like, yeah. And so after being in the dome with him, bro, I see how he act, bro. He always act like he was better than people, bro. Always act like he was better than everybody else. He give you that type of vibe. And one of the stuff that he used to always do every day, bro, I swear, bro, he always asks, what they got for child, man? What they got for child? He just yell out in the dome. And, you know, guys be sitting around, bro. When it's child time, bro, when it's coming up to child, bro, guys be actually sitting around. Like, they might say, stand by for child. You know, people put their clothes on. But you got some guys who be sitting around, bro. They be waiting, bro, because they be hungry. They might not have no commissary food, bro. So they be sitting down waiting on this child call like that. And he might be, what they got for child? So somebody might be like, Spanish rice. Man, y'all broke ass nigga go eat that shit, man. Y'all broke ass go eat that. So I used to be like, bro, why the hell he be doing that, bro? Damn near every day, bro, this man just be coming out the woodwork, just be saying this shit, bro. And I used to be like, damn, bro, you just act like you just better than everybody else. You know, I understand you got money and all that type of stuff, bro. But, you know, this ain't the place for you to show yourself up like that, bro. I used to always think that, like, why is he just exposing himself like that? So I was talking to the yard man. I mean, I said, yo, why them man they always do that? And then I say, yo, the reason why I'm doing it is because I'm have protection from the blood youth over there. So cause two of them come from New Jersey. What bro was telling me is that he felt like he was protected by the Bloods because he had, you know what I'm saying? He was from New Jersey, and the guy that was over the camp was from New Jersey. And I usually see him when I was in C-Dome. I usually see him come over there and holler at the guy over there that was over the compound. So I was like, damn, that don't, you know what I'm saying? That shit don't make him invincible, bro. Like, bro, you was a civilian, bro, and you not even no dude that just be looking like you built like that. You definitely don't look like it. So he was like, yeah, that's why that nigga be acting funny, doing all this and doing all that. I was like, damn, that's you know what I'm saying? That's his thing. And another incident that took place, bro, it was two blood dudes, bro. It was one dude named Mechanisville, bro. It was one dude named Mechanisville. Him and Dre, bro, got into it at the sports TV. Bro, they got into it at the sports TV. I guess Dre done beat him out a couple soups, you know what I'm saying? Dre beat him out a couple soups, man, and Dre went to talking trash. Dre had to fly him out, bro. He went to talking trash. Broke ass nigga, go get you some more soups. Go get you some more soups and come back so I could beat you again. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, bro, let me tell you something. I don't gamble because I do not like to lose, bro. I hate losing. I do throw a couple soups sometime, bro. If you know them Boston Celtics playing or the Patriots is playing, I throw a couple soups or something if I'm watching the game, make it a little bit more exciting. But I'm not an avid gambler like some of these guys, bro. So Mechanisville, bro, he was mad, bro. He was so mad. He was tight, bro. He was tight. He like, nigga, you be acting like you just better than everybody, man. You better than everybody. Like you just richer than everybody. He like, bro, you be looking down on folks. You be looking down on folks. So Dre like, man, I ain't looking down on y'all broke ass niggas, man. I ain't looking down on y'all broke ass nigga. I was the one telling y'all not to get no money when y'all was on the street. And I was just sitting down and listening to him. I was like, bro, this man got a lot of mouth, bro. He really be talking crazy. He really just be talking crazy. I'm like, you really just putting yourself, bro. You putting yourself out there, bro. I used to always say that. That man just putting himself out there. Man, and one day, the Mechanisville, there you go again, try to use the phone from him. And I guess Dre had done told him the same thing he told my homeboy. Like, bro, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't rent my shit out. Y'all niggas already know I don't rent my shit out. My shit is just to talk to my family and all that. Which again, he was right, bro. It's his shit, bro. Cause you have guys in there, they don't do no contracts or nothing like that. They don't have the need to do no contracts. They ain't get their phone to hustle. They just get it to talk to their family and do their business on the street. But I guess the Mechanisville had felt some type of way. So the Mechanisville was like, man, nigga, you don't fuck with the streets. You don't fuck with the streets, man. Type of nigga you is, you the type of nigga to get robbed, man. You the type of nigga to get robbed because you don't fuck with the streets. So Dre took big offense to that. Dre was like, man, ain't none of y'all gonna rob me. Ain't none of y'all gonna rob me. None of y'all gonna rob me. So Mechanisville, he was like, man, you think Jersey gonna save you? Jersey can't always save you, bro. Jersey can't always save you. And they went to going back and forth, bro, until they finally just died down. And later on that evening, bro, when they called Chow, I seen Drake putting on his clothes. I'm like, where the hell he going? He don't never go to Chow. You notice things, bro. I always notice things that out of the order, bro. I always notice that, especially when it be tension going on, bro. I lock in. I pay attention to everything that's going on around me. Drake put on his clothes or whatever. Boom. So we go to Chow. I see him go out there. He's standing up. Now they didn't open C-Dorm yet, so I'm putting two and two together. I'm like, okay. He went to holler at his homeboy in C-Dorm to let him know what was said or what went on in the dorm. That what was going on. So anyways, bro, we going to Chow. I see him walk up there. He talking to Jersey the whole time. Boop, boop, boop. We come back to the dorm. When we come back to the dorm now, the Mechanisville, this little mug so bad, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He was bad though, bro. He was cool, bro. You feel me? He was cool. He was just a little live wire. He's like, man, you go out there. He's like, nigga, you don't never go to Chow, nigga. He said, you must be scared. You go over there try to holler at Jersey, bro. Jersey can't save you, bro. Jersey can't save you, bro. If we want that shit, bro, we come to get it. My folk coming to get it, bro. My folk coming to get it. But I'm like, bro, you in the dorm with the man. If you try to do something, just do it. You ain't got to do all that and say all that, bro. So then there again, they're going back and forth. And you could tell that Dre felt it when bro is like, yeah, you go to holler at your homeboy. You know what I'm saying? He kind of got quiet. You see the look on his face. He was like, yeah, bro, everybody know that, you know what I'm saying, this the man that protecting you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to fly him out, bro. That's the man that protecting you. And then you got, you know what I'm saying, you got value, you got stuff that people want in chain gang, bro. When you got a phone, bro, you got guys who actually want that, especially when you a civilian, bro, and you ain't got no type of status or nothing like that in the dome or around the camp. Yeah, you got some guys who are going to come and get that from you, bro. So Dre was kind of looking crazy, bro. And after that, bro, everything was pretty much smooth, bro. I have to say about a week later, bro. I remember they called yard call, bro. But I had just went to program. I was stuck in program all morning, bro. All morning, bro. I was mad as hell, bro. They trying to get me take all these little BS classes. I'm telling them like, bro, I'm not trying to take none of these classes, bro. I gotta max out. It's not mandatory I take none of these classes. Y'all people keep giving me these call outs for these crazy classes, bro. I'm not taking none of these classes. So I have to sit up there, bro, and wait. And they're telling me if I don't take the classes, they're gonna give me a DR and all that type of stuff. I never went to the classes, bro. I never went back to them mugs, man. I never got no DR about it. Cause these people know I got a lot of time, bro. They ain't like somebody that's all parolable and all that type of stuff where they got to do these classes on their caseload. I don't have no caseload. Let me put it like that. My caseload is maxing out on 10 years, day for day, bro. Day for day, that's all it is. So it was hot as hell outside when I came back, bro. So they did their little 12 o'clock count, and as soon as they cleared count, they ran Chow, did all that, and then they said stand by for yard, which I know they was gonna call yard, because it's the same time they call yard every day. They was like, man, stand by for yard, man, stand by for yard. So I'm like, damn, man, I want to go play some football, man. I want to go, you know what I'm saying? I want to go out there and do the thing, man, trying to shake up essays and stuff. But man, I'm like, man, it's too hot, man. I was feeling drained from being up there in programs. So I was like, man, I ain't good at nothing. So Yushe came, the yard man, oh, dog, you know, I got to go roll the ball. Now, he ain't never used to play soccer, bro. He ain't never used to play soccer. He just be going out there hitting the pull-up bar, doing all that type of stuff. So I told him, no, man. I said, yo, dog, I'm tired, dog. Son hot, I'm tired. Them people that drag me all the morning in a program. So I said, all right, cool, man. I go out there, go do my thing. Man, I said, yeah, man, big up yourself, bro. Boom. So he went out. Now, this time, when they run a yard call there, bro, this was earlier at Riverbend, and they had to end up stop doing this. What they'll do is they'll run all 3 buildings on this side and all 3 buildings on the other side, bro. Bro, it's a lot of people, bro. When you be looking on the yard, bro, I'm talking about, bro, you have Bloods over there, bro. They might be damn near 200 deep. You have Muslims over there. They might be praying. They lined up. They deep. You got GDs over there, bro. They super deep. They super deep. You know, the essays, they be on the soccer field doing all that. And then you just got average people, bro. Regular people, regular civilians, everybody all over the place. You might look over there, bro. You seen somebody get jumped into a gang. You look over there, you see somebody getting violated. You look over there, you see somebody just shooting a one. It's always some type of stuff like that going on the yard, bro. That's how the yard was, bro. So Boom, now. I'm in the dorm, bro. They call last call for yard. So, everybody trying to get out there. Boom, boom, boom. And, you got some people, bro, that some people just don't go to the yard every day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it be hot. Some people not going. And Dre, he never go to the yard, bro. This man never go to the yard. Sometimes you might see him pop out morning yard. The morning yard, he will go out there and you see him trying to get his little walk in. He be like, man, I'm getting too big, man. I got to get my walk in, man. I got to get my walk in. Anyways, bro. So I'm in the dome. They call last call, bro. They shut the yard off and all that type of stuff. So I seen some dudes that I knew from the other side, bro. Some blood dudes. As soon as you seen them, bro, you know it's problem. You know it's a problem, bro. You know it's a problem. So I seen them in the building. They were talking to the officer or whatever. Talking to the officer out there. She trying to get everybody else out to the yard. You know what I'm saying? So they were telling one of the dudes was like, hey, open A right here, man. Open A right here. And the officer in the booth opened the door. I guess she thought that they was just coming back in their dorm. So once they come in the dorm, guess who was in the dorm? Little Mechanisville, he was back there in the back. I didn't even know that he was in the dorm, bro. Cause he always outside. They always out there doing their little gang activities and all that type of stuff, or just chopping it up with their peoples. He was in the dorm. So when the guys came in, bro, it was 3 of them, bro. When they came in, I see Mechanisville. He came from the back. When they came in, I was on point, bro. I was like, what the hell is going on in here, bro? These folks don't even be in this dorm. The antennas just went off, bro. The antennas just went off, bro. And when they came in, I see Mechanisville cause he met them up there like at the front of the dome. But where Dre bunk was like all the way in the back against the back wall, bro. Right? Directly in the back. He had a bottom bunk where he could directly see the front. But Dre had his tents up, bro. And like I said, when you be in the open dome, like you got a bottom bunk or anything like that, you put your tent, you just tie some sheets around the bunk, give you somewhat of a little privacy. Open dome is really not no privacy, but you can really just box everybody out. And that's what Dre was doing. Most likely he was on the phone, bro. And I see Mechanisville, I was like this. When Mechanisville did like this, everything just came together in my head like, that's what's going on, bro. They finna try to hit Dre. And I'm like, damn, I hit back in the cut like this. Now they see me in the dorm, bro. I ain't had no tent up or nothing on my bunk. I was just really just like laying back like this, bro. But once I seen them out there in the salad port, I knew it was some BS finna happen, bro. So I'm pretty much on point. And goddamn, boom, they went to the back of the dorm, bro. All I heard now, I couldn't see directly what was going on because I didn't want to just get up and be like, I'm watching everything that's going on. Like I said, it's multiple people in the dorm, bro. When I say about 90% of the dorm is outside, so you still had a lot of guys in the dorm. So I didn't want to get up because some folks had their tent up down the line, so I can't see through the bunks. So boom, all I heard was like, man, what you mean, bro? What you trying to do, bro? What y'all trying to do? What y'all trying to do? And you heard one of them was like, man, come up off that shit, man. Y'all know, you know what's up, shawty. Come up off that. And then you heard little Mechanisville, man, I told you. Jersey ain't here to save you, bro. Jersey ain't here to save you. Dre was like, man, y'all can't do me like this, bro. Y'all can't do me. Then you just heard, pop, pop. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, you gonna bust me about that, man? You gonna bust me about the phone? You gonna bust me about the phone? So instantly, bro, Dre, like, he got up, bro. When he got up, I started to sit up a little bit, bro. I seen him got up like he trying to run, bro. Listen, this man ain't going nowhere, bro. As soon as he tried to run, bro, them folk went to goddamn, somebody kicked his feet, bro. Boom. Kicked his feet. I guess he had his phone in his little pocket inside his shorts, you know what I'm saying? When they kicked his feet, one of the dudes over him, like, man, what's up? Where it's at, man? Where it's at, man? We ain't playing, shorty. We ain't playing. Where it's at? Come up off that phone. Come up off that phone, bro. And I was like, God dang. So Dre like, man, I ain't got nothing, man. I ain't got. So Mechanisville like, nigga, you got that phone, man. I just heard you in there on that phone. You know what I'm saying? So Dre like, God damn, bro, that's what's up. Bam! They hit him like 2 more times, bro. So it was a white dude in the dorm. He's like, man, Dre. He's like, man, just give him that stuff, Dre, man. Just give him that stuff, man. Give him that stuff. You know, a lot of people just don't like to see that violence and all that stuff like this. But this man with this big old tool, man. Big old ice pick looking tool, bro. Hit him 2 more times over his head, bro. Dre finally like, man, all right, man. Y'all got it, man. Y'all got it. Try to take it out of his pocket. I'm like, bro, you should have been did that from the get-go. You should have been did that from the get-go. Because guess what? If you ain't planning on fight, bro, or you ain't planning on bucking as soon as you see these dudes, that's what I'm saying, bro. He wasn't even on point, bro. Let me tell you something, bro, because this was constantly going on, bro. You had guys that was coming from the west side because the west side of the compound was much more rougher. You had guys that was coming from the west side constantly coming over to the east side in different buildings, bro, robbing dudes, bro. So Dre should have been on point, bro. A lot of people be on point when that was going on, bro. He should have been on point. You had to make sure ain't nobody in the dorm. And every time you hear that door pop, when I had my phone, bro, every time I hear that door pop, bro, I got to see who coming through it. I swear I got to see. So I'm like, bro, you should have just came off the phone, bro. Now you sitting there on the floor looking real stupid. Looking real stupid, bro. You done got hit by 6 times, bro. Dead across the head. He got hit by 4 times in the head, bro. I think he got hit up right here on the shoulder like that. They really wasn't trying to hurt him, though. They really were just letting him know, like, bro, come up off that phone. That's all them folks was on, like, come up off that phone, bro. And once he came up off there, bro, them dudes, boom. All 4 of them, little Mechanisville, left out the dorm with him, bro. Left out the dorm with him, bro. Asked the officer, hey, man, pop the door. So the officer, the lady that was running the floor, she was like, man, y'all call over with. Y'all call over with. Y'all call over with. Ain't no more y'all call. Ain't popping no doors. So dude was like, man, I'm on the other side, man. I just came over here to get some stuff from my homeboy, man. So your mechanic was like, yeah, man, he on the other side. He in G-Building. So the officer's like, what you doing all the way in here? So she seemed like she was just upset. Mind you, she ain't see Dre back here. He on the floor. You know what I'm saying? He on the floor back there leaking. He ain't seriously injured like that, but yeah, he got popped. He got popped a couple times. So you know he leaking. So anyways, the officer, she was there like, why y'all come in the building? Y'all know y'all ain't supposed to come in the building like that. Y'all get out of here, man. Hurry up and get out of here. Hurry up and get out of here. And she sent them out. She didn't know that they just came in there and pulled a whole armed robbery. Them folks just came in there and pulled a whole armed robbery, bro. And she didn't even know all the way from the other side, bro. So once they left out the dorm now, the same white dude that was telling Dre to go ahead and give that stuff up, she went up there. He went up there, boom, 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 boom. Knock on the window. Hey, man, this man needs some help in here. He needs some help in here. They just stabbed him up. They just stabbed him up. And she was like, who? He was like, and she was like, damn. Like, she was like, yeah, the guys that she just let out. The white guy ain't really want to say nothing because, you know, it's other people in the dorm, bro. They're going to be like, yeah, he the one that told. The next thing you know, his head going to be on the swivel. He was a chain gang vet, too. He already knew what was going on, so he ain't said nothing. So, bro, them folk came in there, bro. As soon as she came in there, she went to calling the code. 10-10, 10-10, whoop, 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 inmate injured, whatever. And, bro, by the next 2 minutes, bro, it's so much police in there. Them folks ran in there deep. They ran in there deep. Guess what they went ran in there? Oh, y'all get on the floor, man. Oh, y'all get on the floor. I'm like, get on the floor? What we need to get on the floor for? Ain't nobody in here did nothing, man. Y'all need to look at them cameras. Y'all got plenty of cameras in here. They work real good. So one of the guys in there, he was saying that. He was like, man, ain't nobody in here did nothing, man. He's like, man, them folks gone, man. Whoever did that to that man, they gone, man. They out the dorm, man. So they came in there. Medical came in there. They strapped them up on the little thing and goddamn wheel them out. Wheel them out, bro. So I'm like, damn, man, that's messed up, man. But one of the things was, one of the guys said it in the dorm. One of the guys was like, man, that nigga don't fuck with the streets, man. They was like, man, this man don't mess with the streets. If he was messing with the streets, bro, you probably had guys who would stand up for him. Like I said, it was a couple guys in the dorm. And I done seen guys stand up for guys, bro. Regular civilian, bro, stand up with guys, bro. Like I said, these dorms like majority civilians, bro. You might have other dorms in the building that you might have a lot of gang members in, but these was like majority civilians, bro. And some of them guys will stand up with you, but they say Dre didn't fuck with the streets, bro. That's why they ain't really stand up with him. I wasn't gonna stand up with him anyway, bro, because he cool and all that, but he ain't nobody I'm gonna say I'm gonna go out there and stand up with. Nah, no deal, Jack. I'm not doing that. So anyways, bro, boom, they call yard call come back in. So, you know, everybody come back in. They done heard that somebody got bust in the dorm, and they done seen, I guess they seen on there, because when you go out there on the walk, when they wheeling you up there to medical, the yard is right there, and it's just a fence separating, so folks would actually see. So when they came in the door, they're like, man, goddamn, man. And the way they did Dre like that. You know what I'm saying? When the yard man come in, I say, yo, Yush, yo, you good? And I say, yeah, man, I'm good, man. And I say, yo, what going on? I say, yo, them just come in and come take off. I think they'll find me now. You see it? And I say, yeah. So Yush was like, man, he ain't try to buck. I said, nah, bro, he ain't try to buck. And I said, yo, them man is soft like tissue. Them man is soft like tissue where you use, man. I say, you know it go already. Not everybody be hard, bro. Everybody don't be hard, bro. Everybody not gonna fight. Everybody not gonna stand up for their stuff. That's just naturally how it is in chain gang, bro. You got dudes that are bullies and you got some dudes like that. Some dudes ain't gonna fight over that stuff and go crazy, all of that stuff, bro. But I just wish that Dre would have gave it up off the muscle, bro, before you done got hit 6 times. You could have gave that up, bro. You could have gave that up, bro. So boom now. Bro, everybody come back in the dorm. Guess who come back in the dorm? Little Mechanisville. Little Mechanisville, bro, came straight back in the dorm, bro. Little Mechanisville come straight back in the dorm. When he came in the dorm, you know, everybody was looking at him, man. Everybody was looking at him. He went right back there to his bunk. And when he went right back to his bunk, he went to sitting down on his bunk. Mind you, it was about 3 more bloods in the dorm, bro. But they don't really be clicking like that. And you'll find that with a lot of gang members sometimes. A lot of them might be in the dorm, but they don't even really cool with people like that, bro. Cool with each other like that. But the Mechanisville, he was sitting on his bunk with the tool in his hand like this. He just sitting. He just sitting. So while, you know, it's still people coming in, bro. It's still people coming in from the yard. So I seen Jersey. He came around to the window. Boom. Beating on the window. Bro, mind you, I don't know. He wasn't on the yard. Jersey wasn't on the yard. Jersey was in his dorm. So when they had opened the door, that's when he had came around. He beating on the window, calling the Mechanisville. Mechanisville like, man, I ain't trying to hear nothing. He's like, man, I ain't trying to hear nothing. He bucking the system. He ain't trying to hear nothing. He's like, man, I don't answer to that man. You know what I'm saying? Why Jersey? He's like, man, I don't answer to you. Mind you, Jersey couldn't hear nothing he was saying. He just saying, I don't answer to you, man. I don't answer to you, man. I don't answer to you. I do what I do. I do what I do. So I was like, damn, man, this shit finna get crazy. This shit finna get crazy, man. So let me tell you, man, this man here is so funny, bro. So boom, now they called Chow later on, bro. They called Chow later on. Everybody, you know, everybody was in the dorm talking about the whole situation, bro. When they called Chow later on, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Jers had about 6 bloods pull up in the dorm, bro. Jers had about 6 on pull up in the dorm, bro. Them folks pull up in the dorm. Mind you, when they call Chow, they just be having all the doors open, bro. Them folks slid in ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Little Mechanisville, he done backed himself right back there in the cut. They got a little cut that you be fighting in or whatever. It's kind of like a little blind spot in the dorm, bro. There's a little blind spot in the dorm. Listen, man, Jers came in there. Jers like, man, what's up, man? What you got going on? He's like, bro, you know he up under my wing, bro. That my peoples. He like, man, I don't answer none of y'all, man. I don't answer none of y'all. My big homie on the other side, man. You got to talk to my big homie. You got to talk to my big homie. So Jers like, man, I don't talk to nobody, bro. He's like, this is my show, bro. I don't talk to nobody, man. He's like, man, I don't talk to nobody, man. Jers was like, man, y'all eat, man. He said, man, y'all eat. When he said eat, man, them folks right back there, bro. They went to flushing that man out, bro. They went to flushing him out. I'm like, man, I'm not even Little Mechanisville, bro. He ain't that big, bro. You hear us call him Little Mechanisville. Man, them folk went about there flushing him out back there, bro. Hitting him up, stomping him out, all that shit, bro. Until you hear Jared was like, that's it, bro. That's it, dog. That's it. He good. He good. He good. And them folk just left out the dorm, bro. Bro, all this took place in like a minute, bro. In like a minute, they still got the doors swinging and everything, bro, to go to Chow, bro. Them folk just walked out and went like they going to Chow, bro. This man in the dorm, he beat the hell up. I think he got hit 2 times in the head. You know what I'm saying? They popped him 2 times in the head, but they really just whooped his ass, bro. They gave his ass a good ass whooping, bro. And the 2 times he been busting their head, it really wasn't nothing, bro. It really wasn't nothing, bro. But that was crazy, bro. That was crazy. And let me tell y'all this. They had words. It was words of repercussion and stuff gonna happen behind this, bro, because, you know, bro was over the compound, you know what I'm saying? I guess Mechanisville, big homie, he was on the other side or whatever. So it was a lot of tension, a lot of talking between them, bro. But Lil Mechanisville, bro, probably about 2 weeks later, bro, Lil Mechanisville ended up moving to the other side of the compound, bro. He moved into the other side of the compound. He jumped the gun, bro. He thought he was bigger than what was going on, bro. And folks showed him. They showed him, bro. They whooped the shit out his ass, bro. That boy was on bed rest for a couple of days. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was on bed rest for a couple of days. And the other 2 bloods in the dorm, they ain't never really messed with him like that. So them folks looking at him like, bro, we don't with you like that, bro. We don't with you like that. Because I guess he knew that this man was up. Dre was up on the Jersey wings, bro. He still went ahead and got his folks to come over here and rob this man, bro. And then you trying to tell Jers like, I don't answer to you, man. That man, Jers like, man, eat, man. That man said eat, boy. Them folks, them folks had a buffet in front of them, man. Them folks went to going crazy, man. But that was today's story, though, man. I really appreciate y'all checking out these stories, man. Run up the views, run up these subs. A lot of peace, a lot of respect, man. I'm out.